welcome back to the Alex Stone Show. I am your host, Alex Stone. I am on a mission to spread the light of the gospel into every aspect of life, and yes, I did say every, including the things that most Christians do not like to discuss, such as politics. As of recording this show, it is January 2nd, 2024. It is a new year. Yesterday, I released my first show of the year with Patrick Byrne, and it was a great show, so go check that out. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that's been on my mind recently as we're going into a new year, into 2024. I know that many of you have made New Year's resolutions. I know that many of you have made goals, and really, what I want to do with this show is give you some advice that I have learned from mentors of mine, so that you can go out and be the best you possible in 2024. But before I do that, I want to start doing something new on my show, and I did this a couple of years ago, but I want to start doing it again, is reading to you a leadership principle every single day for every single show that I do, okay? And so these leadership principles, they come from the leadership calendar from Dr. Rodney Howard-Browne. And they are some leadership principles that have impacted my life, and I want them to impact yours as well. So every single day, when I release a show, I'm going to be reading the leadership principle for that day. So today is January 2nd, 2024, and so this reads, whatever you focus on will produce. You cannot be double-minded and succeed. How can people follow a leader like that? Focus, focus, focus. I'll read that again. Whatever you focus on will produce. You cannot be a double-minded person and succeed. How can people follow a leader like that? Focus, focus, focus. So this year for 2024, I am focused in, I am locked in. I have goals that I want to achieve. I have things that I want to do, and I will go and do them. And so many people, especially Christians, have this mindset that, I can't be happy, I can't be healthy, I can't be wealthy just because of the fact that I'm a Christian. That's not true. That's not the truth. And I'm not giving you a prosperity gospel or a soft prosperity gospel. I'm just giving you life tips to go and be successful. So you have your goals for 2024. You have your plans for 2024. You want to succeed for 2024. Go and focus on that. So many people have this mindset, I can't go and do it. I can't be successful. I can't go make however much money I want to make. I can't go do this. I can't go do that because of whatever is going on. Well, I've learned in life that if you say you can't do that, then you can't do that. And the reason why is because the power of life and death is in the tongue. You speak death over yourself over and over and over again, you are going to produce death. If you speak life over yourself over and over and over again, you are going to produce life. Okay, and so what I am doing this year for me in 2024 is I'm speaking life. I'm speaking life over myself. I've made goals. I want to reach 500,000 listeners with my podcast. Last year in 2023, I uploaded 70 episodes. That's okay. That's better than average, but I don't want to be better than average. I want to be the best of the best of the best. Okay, and so what I want to do this year is give you content every single day, 365 days out of the year, so that you can learn more about how to grow closer to God, how you can go get locally involved, and how you can save the United States of America. Because the reality right now is we are living in times like we've never seen before. We've seen so much immorality. We've seen so much wickedness. We've seen so much corruption on every single end of everything, whether it be Republican politics, Democrat politics, Hollywood, Instagram, TikTok, pornography, whatever it is evil, it is corrupt because it does not have the gospel. Okay? And so I want to give you ways to go take the gospel out into your everyday life and be the light of the world, and to spread that light of the gospel into every aspect of life. Whether you work in a business, whether you own a business, whether you go to a movie theater and you're the ticket person, it doesn't matter. I want to give you those things so you can go be in your community. You can go serve. You can go show people the love and the light of Christ that shines throughout the darkness. Because right now, the reality, folks, is there is so much darkness. And I want to be that solution. And speaking of solutions, many of us, we've made New Year's resolutions, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I haven't really made resolutions, I've made goals. But if you've made resolutions, there's nothing wrong with that. And I want to encourage you that in those resolutions, find real solutions to make those resolutions happen. And what are those real solutions? What does it look like? Well, maybe you want to go start a business. Go read a bunch of business books. Right now I'm reading and listening to an audio book at the same time. What I do is I read and listen at the same time because it helps me focus, it helps me understand better. I'm reading The Common Path to Uncommon Success by John Lee Dumas. And his story is amazing. He didn't think he was going to do it. He didn't think he was going to be able to be successful at first, but he put his mind to work and he started putting his hand to the plow and he started working. And now he's a multi-millionaire. He has one of the biggest business podcasters in the whole world, called Entrepreneurs on Fire. So if you're starting a business, if you want to try and start a business, try and find real solutions to make that happen. If you want to be in Scripture more, that's easy. Ask God to give you the desire to go and read Scripture. Okay? The way that you are committed to something is the way that you will actually follow through with it. So if you're actually committed to following and starting a business, then go show your commitment by the work that you do. If you're committed to reading Scripture every single day, you show you're committed by reading Scripture every day and asking God to give you that desire, even if you are terrible and suck at reading, if you hate it, okay? One of the goals that I have this year is to reach 500,000 people with my show. 500,000. That's a big number. I reached, a lot of people last year. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but I can reach even more. And 70 episodes out of 365 days in a year, like I did last year, is not going to cut it. So I'm going to put my mind to the test. I'm going to put my hand to the plow, and I'm going to work. I'm going to record. 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 Find real solutions so that you can meet your resolutions. And Scripture is chock full of real solutions. Go read the book of Proverbs. There's 31 Proverbs. Read a proverb a day, because most months have 31 months, or have 31 days in the month. Read a proverb a day. Or for example, and I know that many people take this verse out of context and use it for athletics, but bear with me, okay? Philippians chapter 4. Philippians chapter 4. It's talking about God's provision in things. If you ask God to bless you, He's going to bless you. Just so you know, okay? And so he says in Philippians chapter 4, verses 11 through 13, not that I am speaking of being in need, for I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to be abound. In any and every circumstance, I have learned the secret of facing plenty and hunger, abundance and need. I can do all things through Him who strengthens me. So when the time comes when you're struggling, that you are down and you don't understand how to do this and you don't know how to do that, and you don't know how to move forward through Christ who strengthens you, because that is a promise from Scripture that if you ask God, He will give you the strength to go march forward, okay? One of the goals, and I'm going to put these goals out there for all of you, for all the world to listen and all the world to hear. One of the goals that I have for this year is to make 6 figures, okay? I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to make it work. But right now, one of the goals that I have is to make 6 figures. And the reason why is because I want to go and be able to be a blessing to so many people. I don't want to have to worry about money, so I can help others not have to worry about money as well. Okay? And I'm 19 years old, and that's a big task, and that sounds like it's impossible, but it can be possible if I put my mind to the test, if I put my hand to the plow and go and march forward and work for it. Okay? And the biggest reason that so many people don't do what they want to do at the beginning of January in 2024 and previous years as well is their mindset. The mindset makes or breaks everything. And so whatever you want to do this year, whether it be starting a business, whether it be reading Scripture, whether it be doing this or that or the other thing, I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know your goals, but you do. Okay? You need to find your why. Why are you doing this? Why do I want to release 365 episodes this year? It's because I want so many people to understand and hear the truth of the gospel. I want people to understand and hear how to go get locally involved, and I want people to go and actually make action happen. Okay? That's a strong why. Okay? I want to be one of the youngest podcasters in the whole entire world to release content every single day out of the year. That sounds impossible, but it's plausible because I'm putting my hand to the plow. I don't care if I'm sick. Today I don't feel great. I could have said, "Oh, well, I don't feel good, so I'm not going to go and record today." That's an excuse. What excuses are you making that are hindering you from your success that you want to have? So know your why. I have my why for my podcast: to spread the light of the gospel into every aspect of life, including the things that most Christians do not like to discuss, such as politics, so that they can go get locally involved, so that they can go spread the light of the gospel. That's simple. The why that I have for making $100,000 at least this year is so I can go and bless others. Okay? The why that I have for doing what I'm doing right now with General Flynn, Dr. Cordy Williams, Roger Stone, with Operation Z is to go mobilize my generation, Generation Z. And so if you want to learn more about that, you can by going to opznow.com. That's opznow.com. We are mobilizing my whole entire generation through the means of places like TikTok, through the means of places like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, etc., etc. Because the reality is, folks, that my generation is not on Rumble right now. My generation is not on Fox News right now. My generation is not on CNN right now. They are scrolling on their phone, they are looking through their phone, and they're seeing propaganda after propaganda after propaganda on places like TikTok, places like Instagram, and places like YouTube. But if my generation and the influencers and people that I have recruited to go and do this thing with Operation Z, with General Flynn, myself, and Dr. Cordy Williams, then they will go and spread the truth like a mantra, like Dr. Zev Zelenko said before he passed away. And that truth, like a mantra, will be able to be heard all over the place, and people will realize what is actually going on in the United States of America today, and not just the United States of America, but also the whole entire world. That is exactly what we need right now. That is exactly what my generation has right now. Because quite frankly, the Republican National Convention has not done anything to get my generation involved. They've brought people to the debates, but that's about it. And that does not mobilize my generation. So what do you want to do? What is your why? My why, I just shared with you what my why is for my podcast, for Operation Z, and for making $100,000. But what is your why? What is your why? Why are you focused on what you want to do? And your why has to be stronger than your weakness. Your why has to be stronger than your weakness. That there are going to be weaknesses every single day for you, but it matters what you do in response to that. So here's an example. Clay Clark, who I've become friends with. Clay is someone who is very motivated, has started multiple businesses all over the place, owns a coaching business, owns a hair salon, chain in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He owns a bunch of businesses, okay? And so one of the things that he's doing is this thing called the Reawaken America Tour, which I'm sure that most of you who are listening to this show have heard about, okay? He does this thing called the Reawaken America Tour. And he figured that he has to be on 40 shows every single week to make things get close, hopefully, to breaking even. And so I talked to him many times throughout the year. And there were many times that he had a head cold or he was really, really sick and his voice wasn't there. But he said, you know what? I have to get up, I have to go, and I have to do the thing that I have to do to go and succeed. Okay? And he did it. He got it done. And so he's been able to go to 23 different cities for the Reawaken America Tour because he decides every single day at 4 o'clock in the morning to get up. And I'm not saying get up at 4 o'clock in the morning like Clay Clark does. He's very, very rare. But you can become like that one day. But it takes discipline. It takes work. And going back to this leadership principle, whatever you focus on will produce. You cannot be double-minded and succeed. How can people follow a leader like that? Focus, focus, focus. What are you focused on for 2024? What do you want to succeed with 2024? What do you want to get rid of in 2024? It matters what your focus is on. If your focus is on every single thing around you, and all of the bad things of life and everything that's going on around you and why you can't do this, why you can't do that, why you can't be successful, then you won't be successful. That's double-minded. You have this idea that, oh, I want to be successful, but everything else is just not falling into place, so it can't happen. Well, it's like a puzzle. You have to put the puzzle pieces together. Start with the border, start with the edges. What can you do today so that tomorrow you can be successful? What can you do today so that tomorrow you can be successful? What can you do this morning so that tomorrow morning your tomorrow morning self says thank you to yesterday? There's a lot of things you could do. Many people like to think about the things that they can't control. And that's something that I just got out of recently. I was hanging out with my friend David White, and I was planning on rebranding the show to the Alex Stone Show, and I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really know what direction to go in, and he said, "Well, what are you focused on?" And I said, "Well, I want to have better content production, but I'm being blocked right now by the laptop that I have. I want to be able to have a new laptop, but I can't afford it." He said, "Well, stop focusing about that. Focus on what you can control." He said, "Alex, what can you control?" He said, "Well," and I said, "David, I can control what time I wake up. I can control how many times I record per day. I can record how many people I schedule on my show. I can control, who I put on my Dream 100 board for who I want to be on my podcast." Okay, and so I can control a lot of things, but I also can't control a lot of things. And the things that I can control, go march forward and do those things, get better at each and every single one of those things. And eventually, maybe, just maybe, those things that you can't control right now will be things that you can control in the future. Okay? And so I put my hand to the plow. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? For the longest time, I didn't know how to make an intro for my show. I didn't know how to. I had someone make my previous intro for Stonewall's Perspective, but I knew I needed a new one for the Alex Stone Show. And so what I did is, instead of making an excuse, I don't know how to do it, I went to YouTube, found out how to do it, went to a resource, used that resource, and made a new intro. And it's epic. I love it. It's my favorite intro that I've ever had, although I've had two, but it's awesome. And it shows the success that I've had previously by interviewing people like Carrie Lake, interviewing people like Roger Stone, interviewing people like General Flynn, and speaking at different events, okay? And so you can control a lot of things. You can control what books you read, what information you consume, how to do what to do. Don't focus on the uncontrollable things. Focus on the things that you can control right here, right now, today. And it'll change your life. It's already changed mine in the last month or so that I started talking with David White about these things. And so now I have a plan for 2024. I have a vision for 2024, and I have a why for 2024. What is your plan? What is your vision? And what is your why? And when you have those things, it'll change everything. I'm going to read this leadership principle once again. January 2nd, 2024. Whatever you focus on will produce. You cannot be a double-minded person and succeed. How can people follow a leader like that? Focus, 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 focus. When you are focused on what you want to have happen, you will get there somehow, some way, eventually. I don't know how I'm going to make 6 figures this year. I don't. I'll get there. I don't know how I'm going to reach 500,000 people with my podcast, but I'll get there by being consistent and being persistent. And those semi go hand in hand. Many people are consistently inconsistent. Don't do that. But be consistently persistent with what you want to do, and you'll get there eventually. Guys, thank you all so much for listening. Guys, if you go to mypillow.com and use promo code Stonewall, you can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. Right now, I'm wearing the MyPillow slippers. These are some of the greatest things of all time. MyPillow slippers, it's like wearing love on your feet. They are phenomenal. They have a bunch of layers. They have the soft layer. They have the patented MyPillow filling layer. They also have memory foam. And they also have this outdoor layer that lets you go outdoors and walk outdoors. And they are great slippers. I have 2 pairs of the moccasin slippers, and I have 1 pair of the regular MyPillow slippers. So go to mypillow.com, use promo code Stonewall, and you can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. It's a phenomenal deal. It's an amazing thing, and it's really a 4 for it's really a fourfold thing that you're helping me produce my show, and give more content, and maybe even just helping me get to that $100,000 goal or six-figure goal for this year, so I can help other people out. You're helping me out. You're also helping this show out. You're helping Mike Lindell out. Mike Lindell is a great man. I have my Mike Lindell bobblehead right here. He's a great man. I've become friends with him, and he's a phenomenal guy. He loves this country, but he doesn't just love this country. He loves the people of this country. So he's put his life on the line. He's put his money on the line so that he can fight for the United States of America. So go to mypillow.com, use promo code Stonewall. You're helping myself out. You're helping Mike Lindell out. You are also helping yourself out. When you buy MyPillow slippers, you'll have comfortable slippers. When you buy a new MyPillow 2.0, you help yourself have a nice pillow that keeps your head nice, but it also keeps your head cool at night. It has a new patented technology that keeps your head cool at night. It's phenomenal. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to describe it. I don't get how it works, but it just works, and it's awesome. It's the best pillow I've ever had. Maybe you want the MyPillow towels. I have like 3 sets of those that I have for my whole family. So I have one for me, I have one for my brothers, and I have one for my parents as well. And they all love it. It dries you off real fast, real quick, so you don't have to worry about drying yourself multiple times. No, it happens immediately. It's awesome. So go to mypillow.com. Use that promo code Stonewall. And at the end of this month, it will be changed to Gen Z, but for now, it is promo code Stonewall. So use promo code Stonewall. You can get a discount of up to 66% off of your order. Thank you all for listening. Guys, God bless you all. May God bless you tremendously, immensely for 2024 and for the rest of the years of your life, so that you can go be successful. You can go do what you want to do, and so that you can go spread the light of the gospel into every aspect of life. Thank you all for listening. God bless you all. Goodbye.
Mike Lindell, and due to your incredible support, the original My Slippers are almost completely sold out. As a special thank you, I am launching my brand new all-season slippers, slides, and sandals for as low as $29.98. This is a limited time offer, so go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code and you'll get all my new footwear for as low as $29.98. My all-season slippers are made with my exclusive 4-layer design that you won't find in any other slipper. They're finished with a breathable fabric so you can wear them all year round. And my new slides and sandals are made with patented impact gel, making them ultra comfortable and extremely durable. I guarantee they'll be the most comfortable footwear you'll ever own. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen now to get your very own all-season slippers, slides, and sandals for as low as $29.98 with your promo code. This is an introductory offer and it won't last long, so order now.